So we're here with Mental Anguish. And I know most of you guys from Anthropic.
Yep.
And introduce yourself and what you do in the band.
I'm Chris. I do the vocals.
I'm Carl. I play guitar.
Jim drums.
Russ, bass guitar.
And you're the
Drummer.
drummer.
I said that. I said Jim drums.
Oh, Jim Drums. Okay.
Jim
That's
Drums.
my last name, Jim drums.
So you started this?
I called an old friend who I hadn't jammed with in grindcore bands in 30 years, and said, "Hey, let's start a band." And
Nice.
we started a band.
So how long has this been going?
It's been going
Just about a year.
Just about a year.
Yeah.
We're like a year old. We just had our birthday.
Okay. You have one CD out.
Yep.
I assume recorded at Watchman.
Yes.
Yes.
And
We're going back in the fall for a new album.
cool.
That's a pump for you, Doug.
Like he needs it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
like he
No
needs
one's
more
ever heard of
business.
Johnny Doug at Watchman.
Band's
I mean,
doing
It's
it.
the business really bad.
Struggling, I swear.
So who came up with the name?
That was me.
That was James.
Why? Why Mental Anguish?
Uh,
Were you suffering mental anguish at the time?
you know what? The end of 24 was not so great for me.
Okay.
Honestly, it was a... it just wasn't the greatest end of the year. And at that point, we had a few tunes, and leading up to the end of the year was... The clouds were looming, and it was just kind of... Just had a lot on my shoulders and in my head and in my plate, and it was just kind of like... yeah. So it just kind of...
Mental Anguish came
it just
out of
kind of
it.
came out of it. And, I mean, of course, we tossed around ideas, and what about this, and what about that, and, anal fungus, this stupid, you always hear the...
Anal fungus. Fuck yeah, it's our new
No!
name. I like that one. That one never came up, man.
Juan, make it happen.
At first, we were just going to combine two names of our, if you took all of our bands that we've been in collectively, write them all out, and then just combine, two
Parts
of
of
them,
them,
make a name.
yeah.
We played with that, but...
So what other bands have you guys been in? Let's start with you.
Going backwards, you'd have Anthropic,
Which is still a thing. Yeah.
Dark Apathy, Stem, Grotesque Infection, Organism, 3 Minutes of Hate, Evil Eye Virtue. I've been in a ton of bands.
Obviously. What
Hasn't
about
stopped. Anthropic, Immortal Terror, Arsenic Disposal. Did another band that never played out, but kind of did, almost did, and then it was like, and then that was it.
you? What about you?
I was in Arsenic Disposal with Jim in the 80s. It was like a punk band. It's like everybody's first punk band. I was in Immortal Terror with Jim. We were one of the first grindcore bands in, what would you say, Northeast USA?
Buffalo for sure.
Buffalo for sure. There weren't a lot of grindcore, like English type grindcore
Right,
bands,
right, yeah.
like earache type bands.
Right.
And we would go to Toronto, get records, and because in the U.S. you wouldn't find those records,
Yeah.
Carcass, Bolt Thrower, Napalm Death, stuff like that. And what else was I in? I've been in a ton of bands. I was in Futurefest with Russ. Jim and I were in Immortal. We're in this band. I do electronic stuff, ambient stuff.
Oh, cool.
It's experimental. And I was in a band called Eternal Torment, which was also it was a death metal band. And I was in a stoner rock band called Sons of Ghidorah.
Okay.
My answer is going to be easy. Anthropic and Mental Anguish. I'm a noob. 49 years old and I'm the new guy. Anyway.
All right. Do you have any shows coming up?
Yes, the Doused in Death 4.
Where's
3-Day
that?
Fest.
Yep. June
That-
6th, 7th, and 8th at Milky's on Main Street.
In Buffalo.
In Buffalo? Okay.
Yeah.
Elman.
It's a free show, all ages.
Oh.
I think it's all ages. I might be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that one.
I think it might be all ages, and it's free.
It's free
like the
for
whole,
sure.
Yeah, it's like the whole
And it's-
ton
devil.
of bands. Everybody's playing.
25 bands. John
Everybody's
Lambert does it.
Yeah, John Lambert's on.
Good friend John Lambert, man. I always give him shit, but John, I love you, John. You know it, brother. He knows exactly what I'm saying. He's like, Chris always gives me shit. But
Yeah,
I love that dude.
We're playing one Saturday, and the other band's playing Sunday. Anthropic's playing Sunday.
Oh, cool.
So,
All right.
and then we're gonna do. We did it once before, and it was a learning experience. We're gonna try it again, I think. We're doing Thor's birthday party, which is in December 13th, and both bands are playing that night.
Rochester. Yeah, in Rochester.
So basically, Mental
Bug Jar-
Anguish is
Bug
going
Jar?
to play. Yep, Bug
Yep.
Jar.
These
Mental
guys,
Anguish is going to play for whatever our set is.
these guys are
Take a
tired.
15-minute break, and then Anthropic's going to do it.
Nice. Well, at least you're not playing like an hour each band.
Hell no.
Right.
I'm not even sure about 30 minutes each. I'm talking about like maybe like 15, 20 minutes each. Cause,
So that was the mistake the first, because we played our first show at Douse and Death 3,
Okay.
yeah, last summer.
and Anthropic played as well, but there was like a 4-hour break between the two, and that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because we had all calmed down, we had all
Right.
dried off. He had more beers.
Adrenaline dump. Hey, the
adrenaline
beers
dump.
didn't matter. It was the adrenaline dump, dude. I was like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm ready to go to
So-
sleep. And like, oh, now we got to do this.
So now,
again.
20-minute break, we can do that, I think.
Halftime.
Yeah, it'll just,
Budweiser's my fuel. Come on, man.
we'll just
That
play a
way.
couple, maybe we'll each do 20. I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Who writes the lyrics in this one?
Chris.
I do. Kyle wrote a couple of songs too. So
Inspiration?
shit happened in the world, really.
Okay.
Shit happened in the world, personal life. Wrote a song about some shit that happened at an Anthropic show. Like,
Oh.
some dude going at our friends, and I like look back in the crowd, and my friend's wife's got this dude in a rear naked chokehold and shit on the floor, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, so it's just whatever. You know,
Wow.
whoever's pissed off at the time. You know, Carl's been having a bad day, so he's gonna hopefully send me some lyrics too, because
Social injustice, the things that nobody wants to talk about that plague us.
whatever.
Just get it out.
Yeah,
Cool.
pretty much. Yeah.
So, where are you online, social media, and where can people get the music?
Music's on everything, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes.
Bandcamp?
Did we do
No,
a Bandcamp?
Bandcamp.
No, we didn't do a Bandcamp yet. We're all
Calling us out, Soraya. Come on, man. Damn,
It's everywhere, I
All right.
swear.
Everywhere except Bandcamp.
I think we had talked about it briefly, but Bandcamp there's a lot of hard copy sales, and we're being new at the time. We weren't really worried so much about hard copy sales as we were circulating the tunes on social media and digitally, because most people listen to digital,
Right.
and it costs more to ship. Somebody in Australia wants a copy of your $5 CD, and it's $25.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
But we do have hard copies, and we do have Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
And lots of merch, and if anybody messages the band page, Jim does shipping every day. That's his job, so Jim will ship all over the world as long as you pay
Malaysia,
As long as-
Tango,
yeah.
it don't
I
matter.
shipped to Japan.
We've shipped to all over the place before, so as long as you're willing to pay the shipping, Jim will get it out that next day.
Third circle,
100%.
No
No
matter, it's going.
Let's go.
no maximum rock and roll ripoffs from back in the day, if you know what I'm saying. Send your money order in and pray that it comes, and then, like, sometimes 3 months later you're like, oh my god, it's in the mailbox, for all you old heads. You know what I'm talking about.
That's boomer talk.
Yeah, I'm a boomer. I'm a old.
You're not a-
Yeah,
he's not a boomer.
I'm
We're
not a
the
boomer,
babies.
but
We're all exes.
we're old.
We're all exes.
Yeah,
we're old, but we're not
we're
boomers.
old. So, but if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Oh my god, it came! Oh my god!
Your Facebook is Mental Anguish Grindcore.
Yes.
Same with the Instagram.
Yes.
All right.
And there's a
I didn't think
TikTok.
about that one.
There's also
Oh
a
yeah,
TikTok.
There's a what?
There's a TikTok.
Oh, there's a TikTok,
And there's a
okay.
ton of videos on the
Yeah,
TikTok.
and Carl does dances and stuff and all these little things.
I have an OnlyFans. I have an OnlyFans.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Did you go under the name Mike Honcho?
Chest rock knee.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming out and playing.
No, thank you for having us. Hell yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
It was a
Once again,
ball.
Soraya, much appreciated, brother.
Thanks, Ryan.